Welcome back, folks. Welcome back to Gen Sports Corner. I'm your host, Stan Jen Conaway. It's my co-host Ryan. What's going on, brother?
Yeah, chilling, man.
My man.
Ready to
Yeah.
kick this off.
Yes, sir. So you know what we're here to talk about? Talking about the birds, man. NFL trade deadline just passed on Tuesday, November 4th. You either did two things today. You got out and voted, and you paid attention to the trade deadline because a lot of moves happened. And let's go ahead and start off with the Eagles and the big move that they made recently with Jaelan Phillips. Talk to us about him a little bit, bro.
I know he has 3 sacks this year. He was trending in the right direction the past couple years before his injuries. He was actually projected to have a really big monster season the way he was heading his first year. And he's a young player. And it's just unfortunate with his injury history. I think he blew his Achilles the one year. And there was another injury. I forget if it was an ACL and whatnot, but I just know it
It
was
was ACL. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
injuries pretty much had plunged him. So but hell of a player. And I think it's a hell of a move for Howie because we needed the edge help because I felt like we were, losing Nolan Smith, and then we really needed help on that edge. So it's definitely a big move.
Yeah, yeah. I think that they actually really went out there and got this is a really good move for multiple reasons. First off, he's super talented as an edge rusher. And for those who don't know, when he was playing in Miami, his rookie year, 2023, he was playing under Vic Fangio. And he had, what did he have? 6.5 sacks in 8 games. It was either
That's
his rookie year or his first season. It doesn't matter. He was young as hell, and he got 6 to 6.5 sacks in 8 games, which is crazy.
oh yeah.
And then that's when he blew out his Achilles. And then
Mhm.
2024, he blew out the ACL. So the fact that he's even back on the field now with 3 sacks, with the dumpster fire that the Dolphins are, actually is a really good sign, in my opinion. And I was looking at a podcast with Acho and Shady and those guys, and I think it was Acho was talking about he's not a guy that's just getting pressure on the quarterback because he's bull rushing or just using brute strength. No, he's intentional with these pass rush moves. And if you look at some of the clips and if you look at Comcast, NBC, Sportsnet, they were showing clips of him in between talking, and you could see he was literally in the drills. Like he was practicing moves in ways that obviously guys practice their moves, but he seemed like a technician. I'll put it like that.
Mhm. Right.
And he's what, like 270, 280. He's an actual lineman. He's not your typical edge outside linebacker. So you're gonna have Jaelan Phillips with that type of skill, and on top of that, you have Nolan Smith coming back from injury. He just got taken off to the IR, so he has a 21-day window for them to put him on an active roster, so to speak. Well, I mean, I guess start him. I forgot what the rules are, but you have to start him within 21 days. So he's going to be back in the fold. You're going to have Jaelan Phillips on the other side, and now you can move Jahai Campbell back into the middle linebacker slot and move him from the edge. And man, listen, you got Zach Ball in the middle, N'Kobe Dean, Jahai Campbell, who now you can use him situationally when you want to. You don't have to have the pressure on him all the time, especially being out of position. And now you have two edge rushers that are going to come back and I really be the stalwart of your pass rush. And now Jalen Hunt doesn't have the weight of the world on his shoulders to do it all himself. So I love the move. And on top of that, you get a conditional third round pick if he walks in the offseason, which he probably will. If he balls out, and hopefully he does, and we get another ring out of it, he's going to go into free agency and get paid, and the Eagles are going to get a third round compensatory pick. It's a no brainer for me. You give up a third round pick for a half a year of a rental, and then if he pans out the way you want to, whether he stays, if you had the money for him, if he's just so phenomenal that you have the money to pay him, then you pay him. But realistically, if he ends up getting a deal that the Eagles can't match, they're going to get compensation back. It's like every year they're getting a compensatory pick because we already have like three this year from uh one might have been Josh Sweat and I don't remember the other two, but they stay getting these compensatory picks off of these shrewd moves, and it's just an excellent move in my opinion. Excellent.
For sure, man. And considering, we just keep getting the stack pile on these picks, it just tells you the kind of GM Howie is. I mean, in my opinion, I think Howie is the best GM in the league. I mean, I just don't think it's close with the kind of moves he makes. Like, you go out there knowing, your cornerback situation going a little by. You go after Jaire Alexander, which you damn near get for nothing. You go after Michael Carter, you get for nothing. Then you get Jaelan Phillips for a third round pick, which we already have. We're down to two third round picks, correct?
I'll have to double check that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so I mean that's just a no brainer, and the kind of player he is. It's like damn. It's like you said before. I don't know how he does it.
Facts. That's the name of my fantasy football team. Well, one of them.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, excellent move. And then you already made two other really good moves. One being with Jaire Alexander, and the other with Michael Carter from the Jets. The Alexander trade, low risk, high reward. He's shown signs that he's dropped off in his play over the past year, specifically with the Ravens. So I mean, I was looking at one play where somebody shook him out of his fucking boots, and he was able to make the tackle. But is that because he got caught off guard or because he lost a step? We don't know. But either way, I don't foresee him being any worse than Ringo or Dory Jackson. And that's worst case scenario. I still think he'll be better than either one of those two. And best case scenario, even if he's 70% of the guy we remember with the Packers, he's going to be just fine on the other side, opposite of Quinyon.
Hmm. Yeah.
And then also you have the option of being able to move Cooper DeJean to the outside because of one Michael Carter, who he's having a rough year this year, but I mean, who isn't with the Jets? He's given up a passer rating of 100.7, I believe, as
Hmm.
per Pro Football Reference. That's this year. But everybody was getting roasted over there.
Yeah.
But in the seasons prior, he did not give up a passer rating of more than 76 in 2022, 2023, or 2024. The only time he gave up a passer rating of 100 beyond this year was when he was a rookie, which is okay. So his track record says that he's a really, really good slot corner who, in my opinion, I don't know if he's broken out or yet, but he certainly has the skill set to really thrive in his defense under Vic Fangio. I think he's going to be a great chess piece. And like I said, now you can move Cooper DeJean around if need be. I think they should use him on the outside here and there a little more often than they do, but at least you have the option of not being forced to put him on the outside because you're so lacking there.
Yeah, exactly. And you saw the kind of play that he gave when he was on JJ. So yeah, I agree. I mean, you can still put him against those top-notch receivers, regardless. Yeah, he's great in the slot, but I really think he has that capability to play against the Jamar Chases of the world and the JJs, and he definitely has that capability.
hmm hmm Yeah. I mean, we saw it against, it wasn't Justin Jefferson. Who was it? Yeah, it was Justin Jefferson where
Yeah,
it was a touchdown for sure, and he got his hand to break the ball up. I
right.
mean
Yeah,
that never happens to Justin Jefferson. That's what Cooper DeJean can do on the outside. But at least me and you, we already knew that.
yeah, 100%, man.
They say white boys can't play, man. He's Jason Sehorn 2.0.
Yeah, for sure, man. He was definitely one of my favorite cornerbacks coming out of last year's draft.
And I think maybe we talked about it. I was so hell bent on them getting him when I saw him still on the board. First off, I did not want Terrion Arnold, who went to the Lions, I think,
Yeah.
out of Alabama. I looked at the tape. I saw him out of Alabama, and I saw Quinyon. out of Toledo, and I said, "Yeah, he's from Toledo, but this is the guy." Like, I don't know if y'all. I'm not saying that Terry Arnold is not a good player, and he's had his ups and downs, but it was a good pick for them. But in my mind, I was like, Quinnen's the one, and they got him. And then
Hmm.
the day ended, and I woke up the next day. I was like, "There ain't no way Cooper DeJean gonna still be on the board, and he's still there." I'm like, ain't no way they about to get him. And they got him. I'm like, it's over. Like, I had the same feeling about Cooper DeJean, and this is a great segue, as I did about VJ Edgecombe when I saw him in the
Yeah.
draft. Like,
Hmm.
your eyes tell you. Like,
Oh,
fuck
for
what the
sure.
rankings are. Use your eyes. It's obvious that this person is an athletic freak who is mentally where you need to be in conjunction with that to be a superstar.
For sure.
Man, and before we jump over into the Sixers, I want to talk about the trade that the Cowboys just made for Quinnen Williams from the Jets. And it's a fire sale with the Jets, just like it was a fire sale with the Dolphins. But I think that's a great trade because you just got your asses handed to you last night by the Cardinals, who didn't even have Kyler Murray. And they made a move. That's the type of move that they needed to get better. Now, is it going to put them over the top? No, but it certainly helps to bring some type of continuity and solidify that defense in the middle because didn't they trade for somebody from the Ravens at nose tackle earlier in the year?
Um, the bank when they traded
Yeah,
someone from the Bengals.
I thought the Cowboys had picked up a nose tackle earlier in the
He
year.
might, oh, earlier in the year. Oh,
Yeah,
Frank Clark.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's working out, but either way, regardless of whether he's panning out or not, that's not enough. But this Williams trade, now it starts to make this Dallas defense viable at least. So with that
Yeah.
offense, now, in my opinion, do they catch up with us? I don't think so, but I think that people need to keep an eye on the Cowboys. I'm not saying to be scared, but keep an eye on them. They're not going to be as bad as you think they are.
Hmm. Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, picking up, that's what they needed. They needed another big time defensive player. And, he's really good. I mean, as far as I know of, I haven't heard much about him, but I know off of, I mean, they gave up a first round pick for him, and I've heard his name before. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely a good trade for them. It's something they desperately needed.
No, he's a beast. I just don't know if he's still that player. He might very well be that player still. I just haven't followed the Jets, but no,
Yeah.
he's a monster. He's in the mode of he's not the same build per se, like he's bigger than him, but he reminds me a little bit of Fletcher Cox in terms of being that big and being athletic as he is.
Okay. Well, we'll see what happens with that.
He said they're still going. They still ain't going nowhere because they're Cowboys, but they're definitely going to be better.
Nah. Yeah, I mean their offense fucking scored 7 points last night. Like, come on, bro.
They were
How do you
going.
score seven? You have George Pickens and friggin' CD Lamb, and you only score seven, and Javante Williams. Like, you only score 7 points. Like, and I saw Dak Prescott make some boneheaded throws too.
That's their quarterback.
Yeah,
It's not my quarterback. It's their quarterback.
no. Our quarterback has 15 touchdowns, is in the MVP conversation.
Dakota. Switching over to basketball, I want to talk about the Sixers. Sixers playing at 8 o'clock tonight. 5-1 Sixers going against the 5-1 Bulls, man. How about that? Bulls favored by 1.5 points.
Man,
BJ Edgecombe. Obviously, we know Maxey may be in the MVP running right now as a
Yogi,
front runner. I mean, he's the best scorer in the league right now. So
dog.
I'm not even going to waste time talking about him. We know exactly who he is. I've been saying it
Yeah.
since last year. But I'm telling you, VJ Edgecombe, he didn't make this dunk. But if you go back to I don't know if it was the Boston game or the game before that, he went up for a dunk trying to absolutely obliterate whoever he was about to dunk over. And the defender was lucky that he lost control of the basketball and missed it off the back of the rim because that was going to be a body of a lifetime, man. Like my goodness, man.
He's a freak, bro. He really is.
That's why I was trying to tell people, I'm like, you don't understand how good this dude is, man. Because
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even understand because I didn't know much about him, but now that I see it, it's like, damn, now I can see why you're so excited about this guy. Do you, let me ask your opinion on this. Do you think, I haven't really been paying too much attention to the first overall pick. Do you think he's playing better than him?
oh, for sure. That's one of the storylines right now. He's playing better than
Okay.
Cooper Flag. Obviously, that's who everybody wanted, but Cooper Flag is averaging like 13.1 points a game so far.
Hmm.
And VJ's, I gotta see his numbers now. He is certainly averaging more than that.
Wow.
Um, VJ is averaging 20.3 points a game,
Mm.
39 minutes a game.
Yeah, man, he's a dog.
It's him, Maxey, and guess who else? Kelly Oubre.
Kelly Oubre.
Kelly Oubre is averaging 19 and a half points a game.
Wow.
I'm looking at him play, and I don't know what he did in the offseason, what workouts he did, if he got more sleep, if he started meditating or doing yoga. This dude is posting people up, doing spin moves, hitting middies. I'm like, where'd this come from?
Yeah, man.
He's able to create his own shot off the dribble, which yes, he did here and there last year, but that was not his game. No, now it's
Yeah.
like you can give him the ball and he can just make it happen even when the starters are on the bench. Like he can give you that boost. Him and Quentin
Mhm.
Grimes. Quentin Grimes is averaging 18 and a half points a game. Listen,
Yeah.
Tyrese
I like
Maxey.
him.
Tyrese Maxey, 33.7 points a game, 42 and a half minutes a game. VJ Edgecombe, 20.3 points a game. Crazy. Kelly Oubre, 19 and a half points a game. Quentin Grimes, 18.2 points a game. And Joel Embiid, 17.3 points a game on only 22.3 minutes. That's crazy.
That's insane. When can you honestly say that you don't have Embiid much in a game and you can actually win the game as often as they have?
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, we always needed Embiid. We don't anymore.
No.
I mean, it's good to have him. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like, I still want him in the game, but like, say if we don't have, say he's hurt and we don't have him for a game, it's not like you desperately need him anymore. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly. And Drummond is doing very well off the bench. He giving you though he's playing 14.7 minutes a game and he's giving you 6.7 rebounds. He is and I you can see it with your eyes. Like he's been bullying people at times in the paint.
Yeah,
It's
100%.
like the functional equivalent of having a bruiser running back against all these light in the ass defenses in this modern day NFL. They're
Right.
not prepared to stop a power back because they don't necessarily build their teams for it, but they're learning quickly. You better start doing it. Saquon showed you that. Derrick Henry showed you that, right?
Oh, sure.
Those teams, yeah, you can have your fast little ass linebackers. They're gonna run your ass over. So same thing with the Sixers, man. When Drummond comes in, he's getting the rebounds because we couldn't rebound before. Him and Sona. Um, oh no. Bona, excuse me. Bona. Um, Obviously he had the huge block heard around the world like 2 games ago, and he's been a spark plug off the bench. That's another really great find that they had.
Mm.
I've been paying attention to the Sixers because I saw what was happening during the summer. I saw VJ Edgecombe during these summer runs. One of them was with Klay Thompson, and one of them was with some of these around the way players. Guys that are ballers. You know what I mean? Like they might be D1 hoopers, other college guys, and he was out there talking shit like he was Larry Bird. He said, "Boom, I'm gonna hit this in your face," and then the next guy he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna cook you too, right here." Boom, whack, green bean. Like I'm like he doing that in like June, July. I'm like, yeah. The only thing they said about him was his shot. They said the defense there, check. I seen it too on film. They said the athleticism's there, check, double check. But they said the shot, it might take a year or two to develop and we'll see where it goes. Nah, he's hitting shit easy. And he's doing it in the games now, man. He's stepping in the shots like he a 5-year vet.
Yeah.
You got Draymond Green. Draymond Green put out a short um a few days ago where he was talking about VJ Edgecombe. He said rookie of the year, keep him on your watch. We want to see no, he said we want to see you at the dunk contest, young fella. Need to see that. They already know. The
Yeah,
vets around the league already know.
yeah, man, for sure.
I'm not trying to compare him to no all-time greats yet. Let's not be hasty. But
Yeah.
like I said, when I seen guys like Tracy McGrady, when I seen guys like um Stevie Francis and Kobe and Michael Jordan, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just pointing out what I see. It's not just the athleticism, it's the mentality. He looks like he's trying to not just beat you, but embarrass you every chance he gets. And then he'll be
Hmm.
right back on defense with the same intensity. You don't find that unless you go back to clips of the 80s and 90s, guys playing two-way like Pippen and Jordan, and they don't get tired and they're talking shit and they're like, no. I'm gonna take the ball and I'm gonna come down and I'm gonna jam this on your man's and then I'm gonna tell you about it. And I'm gonna do it again and again for the rest of the fucking game. Like he's like one of those type of guys.
Oh yeah, dog, man. He tells you what he's gonna do, and he does it.
Yeah, man. So I'm really excited about this game because right now the Eagles best record in the NFL, right?
Hmm.
Guess who's tied for the best record with Chicago in the NBA? Well,
Six.
yeah. Well, Eastern Conference,
Yeah.
Sixers. Only team better than us is OKC at 7-0, defending champs. So
Okay.
make of
I'll
that
take
what
it.
you will.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'll take it, man. Considering this is our we got our number one or number two overall pick, and he's panting out better than we expected. So hey, I'll take it.
And you know the crazy part?
What's
The
that?
crazy part? Jared McCain is coming back tonight.
Oh shit, I forgot about it.
See? It's a different team this year. It's a good year to be a Sixers fan because the expectations are non-existent. When they lose, it's like, okay, how did Max and Edgecombe look? Did they at least have one or two highlight plays? And if they win, it's like, oh wow, we actually could do something. So
Yeah,
it's like playing with house money this year.
yeah, man, for sure.
So we get the excitement of seeing what the Sixers could be this year and what they probably will be moving forward with Maxey and McCain and Edgecombe, and that all the while looking at the Eagles getting Jaelan Phillips and having everybody else like, yo, what are we playing for the rest of this year?
It's crazy, bro. And even like not trying to go off too far off topic, even the Flyers are actually looking like they might be something soon.
I will tell you this though. Um, Not Berube, we have Rick Tocchet back at coach, correct?
Hmm.
Rick
Yeah.
Tocchet, every place he's been, they've had the lowest, they've been 30th or worse in terms of shot attempts. I don't like that.
Hmm.
I don't like
Right.
that. But
Hmm.
beyond that, the mentality, the toughness, the grit, the strategy, I like it. They look like they're confident in the coaching they're getting, and they're confident that they're not being fed to the wolves like the coach doesn't know what he's doing. I'm
Yeah.
not saying that oh gosh. I never remember his name. I always remember his face. The longtime coach for the Rangers that I used to hate. He was just coach here for like 3 years. What's his name? Leave it in the comments if y'all care about hockey. But but he was an old school coach that I think really took it hard on the younger players. If you weren't where you needed to be, you're sitting the bench. Like you're not going to get time to develop. And that's good and bad. If you have a
Yeah.
team that's already established, I get it. But when you have a young team, you got to let these young guys develop and take their lumps, learn as they go,
Hmm.
even if they're effing up. That's part of
Yeah.
the game. It's part of the process. And you're seeing these young guys out here right now. In particular, I always have my eye on who I hope will be the third superstar in this city, Matvey Mishkov. That dude. if he reaches his full potential, he has Hall of Famer written all over him. I've been saying that the past 2 years.
Yeah. Isn't he the wasn't he compared to Eric, not trying to, get too far ahead of myself. I'm just is wasn't he compared to Eric Lindros or something?
I don't know. He may have been.
Yeah, I think I heard that somewhere.
I mean, it's not a. I don't remember Lindros's exact game well enough. I mean, he's a big guy that had really good speed for his size, and he was nimble. He was all around. He was the next one. It was just without the concussions, he was the next one.
Yeah.
So in that sense, yes, he brings a similar type of expectation that Lindros brought.
Yeah.
So we'll see where it goes, but yeah, man, I'm looking forward to the Sixers tonight, and then with the Eagles coming back to play the Packers, now you have a pass rusher to match up against that team. It's going to be a great game on Monday night.
Oh yeah. I can't wait. It's Packers are a good team. That'll be
Yes,
a good test for us.
yes. With that being said, is there any other things you want to touch on today, man?
No, that'd be all.
All right, man. With that being said, let us know what you think about what we talked about with the Eagles, the trade deadline acquisitions. Let us know what you think about with the Sixers and where they're at with their 5-1 record. What you think about VJ Edgecombe? Is he going to be Rookie of the Year? Is he going to be getting other accolades at the end of the year if he keeps playing at this level? What do you think about Maxey? Is he in the running for the MVP right now with SGA and some of the other top guys right now, like Anthony Edwards? I mean, who is outscoring Maxey right now? Let us know. And then for those hockey heads, let us know what you think about the Flyers and how this young team is playing above expectations and what you think a guy like Matvey Mishkov will be now and going into the future. Do you see him as the centerpiece, a future superstar and potential Hall of Famer, or no? Let us know below. And we'll talk to you on the next one. Peace.